TryHackMe, it's a reality. We're gonna do it now. We're gonna do a medium room. I think this is my first medium difficulty room I'm gonna do. It's called Mr Robot CTF. Now, just to clarify what kind of room we're gonna do, let's go ahead and just find it here on TryHackMe. So let's type robot. I guess that would do it. No. What about Mr. Robot? Clearly not. So let's go ahead and just copy all of it and just, while the room boots, let's look at it. It's based on root beginner and Mr. Robot, which is just a name, you know, and basically it's a medium room. Can you root this box? That's what we're gonna do. So it's gonna medium room for now. The box is up and connect to network completed, and yeah, it doesn't really matter. So I completed all these. Let's go ahead and do hack the machine. So basically we're gonna find 4 different keys, and they have 3 different hands we can use if you feel stuck. So let's go ahead and just, you know, start the typical scans we're gonna do on a machine. So sudo nmap, that is the one. No. So we're gonna enumerate services and do 10, 10, 219, 193, and I guess that's for now. So we're gonna run this and basically start up a Go Buster at the same time. Directory U 10.10 219.193. Yes, and gonna point to user, share, word list, derp, common. Basically that's gonna be it for now. So we gotta hit back. We have a somewhat closed SSH. Yeah, I don't know why that shows up closed, but it is there, but it seems like it's closed. And we have an HTTP server, and we also have a SSL certificate. Really nice. That's about it, what we get. And so the 403s is not for us, but we do have the typical admin -0. I guess that's a thing. So let's just go ahead and do -0 -admin just to start out with this. Dashboard CSS. So dashboard. It reminds me of WordPress. It surely is WordPress. So yeah, we have a VP admin login. And clearly this is a vulnerable machine, so we should get some sort of, this is just, I don't know what it's doing. It's doing nothing. Also, let's try the main IP. Oh, an emulator. I see. Logging in, Mr. Robot. Oh, it's emulating that this guy is coming for a reason. We might be able to explain it, but there's a problem of source this world. I want to decide where to work, where you see, and I'm able to fill depression bank, even though commands wake up question. I see. Okay, very interesting.
Hej, jeg er Siri. Hvad kan jeg gøre for dig?
Okay, iPhone, don't speak. Alright, so I think this is probably just for fun. You know, I'm gonna rate that as fun. Let's go try hit the classic robots.txt. Alright, so we have a dictionary. Dick for dictionary, and key 1 of 3. So let's go ahead and just, you know, take, whoops, key 1 out of 3. That's the first key. Copy paste that, put it in. That's the first part of the room. We're done. Alright. So we got this stick there. Oh, dictionary it is. So let's go ahead and create a room for Mr. Robot. Let's get this. And oh, it's a large file. Let's see, it's 6.9 megabytes. Yeah. Actually, it's 7.2 megabytes. A lot of stuff inside. What's inside of this F's whatever? So it's a lot of things. Usernames, passwords, you know, I'm not really sure. We're gonna use it for something, I guess. So let's just see how our scan ended up. Yeah, it's redirected to login. It's a lot of redirects, basically. It's images, looks like a WordPress site to me, all pretty boring. I'm somewhat confident with what we're gonna do now is probably brute force our way in here. Well, that's big. Let's just do this. So if this is the case, we're gonna brute force our way in. We need to, you know, try, you know, just password field is empty. So what we're gonna do now is see, can we get some specific information out of this WordPress login? And we can get some specific information. We're getting invalid username. So if I write admin 123, it says invalid username. We have no admin. Now I have no idea. Let's go ahead and write test 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and maybe the word password. So it seems like that it's telling us that the username is invalid. Now, if this is the case of a really bad case that we saw on some password fields in the past, that programmers informed the user about what the error was. Was it an invalid username? Was it an invalid password? Or was the pairs not paired? You know, if the username and password are not connected together. That is in all on all realms in the universe a really bad idea. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do a hybrid attack on this, and we're gonna use that dictionary that we just got. So let's go ahead and right click here and basically just look for. So we have a label with a username, and the name is lock. Interesting, and the password is pwd. So let's go ahead and see. I have a small cheat sheet on the other screen. So I'm gonna paste that in. Basically, this is the attack for Hydra. So we're gonna say we're gonna use a list for usernames. We're gonna use F society, and the password is gonna stay static test. The IP is going to be 10.219.193. It's going to be a HTTP post form, and it's gonna be on WP what is it called, login.php, as usually it is called. The first one is called log, and then you use replace there, one line at a time from the file called socket, I don't know, and pwd, and the default error message is invalid username. Let's go ahead and write that. So whenever it sees that, so when it's not writing invalid username, if this is the way I thought they created it, it will tell us a valid username. So let's go ahead and run it. And this shouldn't take too long, basically. But of course, I didn't really have the time to pause. We got a hit here for Elliot. Let's go ahead and paste that in there. And just for simplicity and lack of terminal, let's just do this. And now the username is L, small l. And we're going to use the list on password. So we're going to capitalize the P instead of test. We're going to paste in the dictionary. And basically, we have a username now. So what does it say when you put in Elliot and test for password? It says the password entered for the username Elliot is incorrect. So we were true. So it would be the password you entered. I guess that would be the text we could basically do all of it, because it is the one user. Or just that one. This is gonna be the attack. So basically I'm gonna run Hydra, say use Elliot on static username, and gonna use a password list if society.dic for dictionary, the IP, the form, everything is the same, and the password enter for you name it. As long as it says that, it's gonna fail. Until then, it will know when it's success time. So let's just quit this, put it in, and run it. So yeah. It kind of thinks we're doing the same thing. So let's just wait a bit. And ooh. One target successfully completed, 16 valid passwords found. I have a hunch that this is not the password. No, so we did something wrong here. Let's have a look at it just for one moment. Maybe let's just say the password you entered for username. It could be that this is too much text. I have no idea. Let's just see. Is this all correct? It seems like even my notes tell me that this syntax is correct. Let's just run it again and say boom. Let's see. It's attacking this. 53,640 tries per task. That is a lot of tries per task. So definitely this is running. I'm gonna pause the video for a second. So it's taking its time. I'm just gonna see, did I, for future notes on Hydra, dash H for help. Now is it dash help then? Hydra probably is. I think there's a way to say, yeah, we can do more tasks per target. The default one is 16. we could do more, but I think for this particular room it should be enough. Yeah. So that is the file we're using. It is fine. It's been running for some time now, and I think, yeah, we're gonna leave it running, and basically, you know, I'm gonna pause the video for now and then get back to you when it's done. So it's still running, as you can see. It's been a while now. We had like 1,540 tries. I don't know what you can do in Linux. Count lines in file. I don't really remember how to do that, but there's probably a vc.l, I guess. So we just, you know, try and take the Mr Robot, and then say F society. So it's a lot of lines. Yeah. Maybe we should up the task number, because it seems like it's gonna take a while. No reason for you to look at this, so I'm gonna do this and then say -t and do a much higher number of tasks. I think what I'm gonna do is 30. So I'm gonna run this. I'm not sure if it's gonna remember anything. Yeah, -I. So let's do just capitalize I and begin from the start. Let's see if this is gonna speed it up a bit. I'm gonna pause the video again and get back when it's done. Yep, and it's been running for a while, and it got this password back as the one that it's no idea what it is. It's just a number. Let's go ahead and save that as Elliot, and this is the actual number. So let's go ahead and try that and log into the blog here on WordPress site. So Elliot, and this is the password. Oh, we in. It doesn't complain. So let's say, oh, we in. So on WordPress, usually it's possible to go to something called editor on appearance, and what we can see here is we can access different PHP files. We could do the 404 template, basically just to, I guess I could prove what I'm talking about. So it says, oops, that page can't be found. Then I could put in like security in mind, you know, just save that and then go to the IP address / whatever, and basically would say security in mind there. So what I could do is put in a reverse shell in PHP code, you know, to just basically, you know, replace all of this. So what I could do is go into say pentests monkey PHP reverse shell and see if we can get a shell working. So we're going to take the first link and we have a reverse shell there in PHP code. We're going to say raw, gonna copy paste all of this, and basically I'm gonna say why not just all of it? It's gonna be my own code. So we're gonna change the two things here. We have the IP, it's gonna be my machine's IP, so 10.11.0.201 have a static IP, and then we're gonna do 5555, and then I'm gonna go ahead and say update the file, go to some window, say netcats, and then do 5555. And what I'm basically gonna do now is just, you know, the thing I did before. So I'm gonna copy the IP and say enter that page. I have a shell, it's up and running, and basically I am daemon, and that is the, let's see what we have here, reverse shell into home directory, and we have Mr Robot, so robot, and yeah, what we have here is a file. I'm not going to be able to read it because it's only readable by the robot. You know, I could try, you know, do that, but it says permission denied. However, what I could do is, oh really, it's a password. It says it's raw MD5. So if I take it, say cat, this, I get this. So that is probably the username and the credential for that guy. Let's go ahead and put it there. This is MD5. So I'm gonna take, whoops, that's not what I wanted. So we could, please, we could try and go to crack station. Just, you know, why not? But I'm not confident. It is, I'm confident. So the password were on CrackStation. We could also have been using what is it called? John the Ripper. It's a very fast, cracking program that can utilize your CPU and stuff. So, but for now, I think, since I just found it, I don't really going to bother with this. So let's go ahead and we need to spawn a shell, and without shell we cannot SU, we cannot log into another user. So we're gonna have to spawn a shell. So don't have an upgrade shell somewhere. Let's say upgrade shell Python. That is not the one. Let's go ahead and say shell upgrade Python. So we're gonna spawn a simple shell so we can do SU, so we can SU it is. There we have it, my Python. I'm gonna save that in my notes here on the other screen so I have it in the future case. So I'm gonna take this and basically spawn a shell. I'm gonna SU into robot now. And then, whoops, nope, that's not what I want. And then I'm going to take the password. Now, just a word this. This is the alphabet, the American alphabet, the English alphabet, And is that good for password? The length is really good, but the composition of it is horrible. Never do it. So I'm going to log in. I'm now Mr. Robot. Let's go ahead and cat out key. So I have the key, second key now. I'm going to copy that, paste it there. Really good. So I'm gonna do sudo -l to see if I can execute any sort of binaries. I need the password again. Sorry, Mr. Robot cannot run sudo on Linux. So let's go ahead and see what else we have. Root, permission denied. What's there? Okay, looks really nice. Okay. Standard Linux machine, nothing to see. So what I'm gonna do now is basically run a command where I can find all the files with the SUID set. Let me see if I have it on my. Do I have it? Maybe on this one. It's a standard search where you list all the files where you can, execute them and use them for privilege escalation. No, let me just go ahead and say, let's say Linux find. Yeah, I've been there before. And take this one. I think that's on medium, and it's probably gonna load and take forever. What is going on here? Sometimes they don't understand these sites. Can they just not load one time, please? That is the command. It seems like we're gonna. Can I not copy paste that? Oh my god. Please work with me, computer. There we go. So I'm gonna go to my shell now. I'm gonna paste that in and see what I find. Sorry for this. So we're listing a lot of files that I can use to, privilege escalate. And we have stuff like this, SU, like anyone can do that. Nmap, key sign, PT own. So what we're gonna do is go to gtf bins here and basically just, try and search for some of them. So the first one is gonna be, ping is usually not the one we're gonna use. So SU could do that, and that's just writing sudo su, but it's not gonna work. I am 100% confident about that. Yeah, so yeah, we're not allowed to do any su sudo what stuff, so it's gonna be reported. So let's see. Nmap. Is that a one? Is that a thing? Nmap is a thing. So SUID. So what we're gonna do is if I I could try that. So it looks very interesting. I think that would really talked about what this site is all about. Now, GCFO bins is a collection of, very interesting commands you can, fire off whenever you have some file that can be executed with higher privileges. Let's say a file can be executed by a root, for example, it could also be another previous user. How can we then misuse that to gain that privilege? How can we become the user that can also run it? So Nmap was the one. Just simply clicking this, okay, we also have a shell stuff, so we could try and do since we can execute the shell command, we can try and do this, for example, and do nmap interactive. That is the interactive mode of nmap, and it seems like we can do that, and it basically tells us to do !sh, and okay. Wait. I am root. Okay, I didn't really see that coming. So we're gonna do that and say cat out this one here, the second flag, third flag, why not? Was easy. Okay, so alright, we're done. So I'm just gonna go back here and say, what is this? I wanna see what that is. It's nothing. So we root. We did it. Who am I? Thank you. I'm root. Alright, so for this particular video, I'm not sure if I'm gonna agree this is a medium room, because it felt more like an easy room. I tried easy rooms that was harder than medium rooms, but I want to admit that sometimes I do think very weird. Sometimes I overthink stuff and things, so I get to some very weird angles of the room, and I totally miss all the normal standard information, and it's just it's the way it is. So this is the medium room. It was okay, I felt like it was more like a trial room on how to, well, there was a thing about this login here, how to let's see if we can get back to the login screen. It seems that it's just bugged out now, just forget about that. So the actual login was quite good, we could I'm gonna save that site. It looks like a site that I need. So that the login screen was okay, but it needed some better how can I say messages for whenever username. Never say that it was wrong username or password. So that's really just some things I want to say to you developers. If you watch my videos, please never do that, because maybe I'm gonna hack your room then, just for fun. You never know, right? So if you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Leave the comment below, like the video if you like it, and if any suggestions for future videos, please feel free, give suggestions. Anything basically. This is an online technology school channel, what are you gonna call it? So programming, hacking, soft IT security stuff, procedures, standard stuff, anything. Give me a hunch, let me know what you're gonna think about. I'm gonna try and figure something out and get back to you. So until next time, see you again.